Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. So just before we dive into this video, folks, if you haven't subscribed here, consider subscribing. It really does help us out. Don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to drop a comment. Those small things do so much for this channel. I can't exaggerate that enough, honestly. It's these simple things that help us excel higher, further, and better. We have made an update to the HCC factory website. We've got 4 of our projects up now. Soon to be a 5th joining in the near future at some point. So do keep an eye out for that one. If you've not got involved with ProjectLUNCBurn, consider getting involved with that project. It's a forever burn, and it really is in relation to this video. So before I get any further into this, what I need everybody to understand, especially these projects if they're listening, is this is not me having a dig. This is not me, shunning anybody. This is simply me pointing things out for what they are and how history has played out for these kind of projects. Now, I've been here since May last year. The first project to come around was called Save the Moon. Save the Moon actually pulled a rug on everybody. That was a very interesting project. So from that point onwards, I was very skeptical with these burn projects that all have one thing in common. They've got their own coin. You buy the coin, it burns LUNC, period. Okay, and these are really good because they burn a lot of LUNC. But how do these sort of projects end up? Well, we can look at Lunatics token, and once again, this isn't a dig. This is simply just pointing it out for what it is. These kind of projects have their own schedule. They've got their own plan. They've got their own goals, and I can assure you, LUNC is not the end goal. Okay. A lot of these projects, they burn other tokens or other coins as well. But ultimately, once the heat runs out, once the powder runs dry, once people get disinterested because they've got to continually invest to see those high-end burns, it all becomes very questionable, right? Because they all end up like this. They have to go somewhere else. They've got to find that same fire that they had before where it's really popular all of a sudden, and then slowly but surely they all start to dwindle down. They move off to other things and it becomes more of a side hustle. And a lot of these projects do point this out at the beginning, and this is kind of something we need to take a look at, take a step back and understand, right? These are not the kind of projects that we should be investing in or showing interest into, because ultimately you're left with a coin, you're left with a token, you're left with something that's not LUNC. The LUNC that you give them is burnt, and then what they take, it goes off into other systems for other things to do different kind of stuff. With ProjectLUNCBurn, for instance, it's a forever burn. Okay, we're not taking what you're giving us for the NFT and then burning it. We're staking it, and then we're burning those rewards. So as long as the blockchain's alive, that project would be alive. For that project to die and stop burning, the blockchain would have to stop, die, and it would be as simple as that. The thing is, right, a lot of people see this as the small scale that it is and don't see it for the big scale that it can be and where it could be in a year's time. If we get enough people behind this and reach a phase 2, we've got an interesting concept and algorithm that we're working on that could be a game changer, but ultimately we need to get past phase 1. It's so important. And I think, like I was saying, just pointing these out exactly for what they are, and it's, yes, they are burning LUNC. Yes, it's really good, but, Lunatics token was like this, and now they're doing BTC rewards. They're doing all of these different things, and it was kind of like I said this was going to happen, and now being at the point where we got 3 mildly successful projects that are underway, it scares me that a lot of liquidity is just simply going to go elsewhere. The manpower is going to go elsewhere. The interest is going to go elsewhere, and they're not actually going to build on chain. They're just simply burning coins. And like I said, this is great. This is awesome, but it doesn't last forever. We've seen this play out before with Lunatics token. And I think it's important for us to all grasp the reality of what these tokens are, and they get everybody so hyped up, and ultimately it just ends up with their own coin. It belongs to us. We earn the liquidity, we earn this, and we're doing this, and we're in our right to do that, which they are. And it's kind of like we should know better as a community, and we should definitely understand now, being a year plus into this, that this isn't good for business. Ultimately it's good in the short term, but the long term it's no good. And everybody keeps forgetting that, we all keep thinking about next week or, tomorrow, but we've been thinking about this. Well, a lot of people have been thinking like this for a year now, instead of thinking for the long run, which is what we're actually doing here in LUNC at the moment, is looking at all of the different kind of long-term goals that we can achieve, right? Instead of having all of this misdirection, these U-turns, these different paths we're crossing, kind of like we was going through in the video this morning, you've just got this real positive sentiment of driving in one direction. If we could just get everybody to start to understand the power of this NFT project, I think it would go a long way. And it just it saddens me that, as successful as the project has been so far, is that, there's so many more people out there and there's so many more people invested in LUNC that will happily just chuck money away into a coin. And it just, things don't balance out. And then another thing that really got me yesterday evening is seeing this proposal, and it's just literally someone's taken ProjectLUNCBurn, they've added some fancy word into it, said current burning's absolute whack, and that everybody should do this. And it's just like, this project's out there, it's there for people, it's ready for you to utilize, and it's a forever burn. It's for always. It's not going away. Once you mint the project out, like I said, it's forever. And even minting through the project, it's still forever. But this project, for it to be successful, needs everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody in LUNC to get on board. But the biggest issue is, right, no one shares things, right? None of these big time influencers, all the people that acted to be part of this community, and even projects I've actually openly supported here, and I've done videos for, I've done all of these different things, and then it's just like we're invisible and our projects don't exist. And it's easier for somebody to plagiarize somebody else's work, mix it up a little bit, add some smart wording to it, and it's stressful for someone like me who works tirelessly outside of LUNC to be here in LUNC, creating these videos, ensuring that there's content coming out, and getting all the right things in order. If you don't know this, we've got our 3 individual Lunc Penguins page. So we've got the ProjectLUNCBurn page, we've got the Lunc Penguins page, and we've got the HCC page, and we've got another one coming soon. Folks, if you could drop these a follow, the links to these are in the description. It would really help us out. It would help other people see the projects. It would help other people see what it's all about, and it gets them to our white paper. It gets them to a point where they're like, oh, HCC, who is this person? Because a lot of people just simply don't know about me. They don't know the way that we conduct ourselves here and what we're about and this future vision. Other than that, folks, have a really nice afternoon wherever you are. Enjoy the sun. Beware of scammers. Beware of doppelgangers. Beware of anyone pretending to be me. Stay safe. Stay humble. Stay aware. And yeah, no, this is financial advice, and I'll catch you in the next one.